Hello awesome people, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Software Inc. In the last episode I decided that we needed faster progress and didn't really listen to my own tips of always getting iteration 4 done and kind of rushed it a little bit. We're working on the CloudWave audio tool now and hopefully we can release it fairly soon. It was kind of a rush. We needed to work hard on it because otherwise we risk it that it's getting outdated basically really fast. So we have to change that basically and go into development faster than I was hoping for. Let's see how this pans out. It's been a while since I didn't finish a iteration 4 product, so let's see how this pans out. I still think it could be a very good product, and it's still a first product, so we're still not really, counting on the fact that it's gonna sell like crazy. I did that just to get the music back, by the way, for the people that are wondering. Most of the guys watching me for a long time should know that I do that because of that. I don't know why the game does that though. Yeah, before we actually start today, I have people to announce. There are 3 new people that we have added into the game. So we have our new programmer, which is Findas. He's part of the Patreon community, so thank you so much for all of your support. We also have Creeperty, same thing, also a Patreon. All my patrons, which are Amberzak, Findas, and Creeperty, all have been supporting me for over a year. So thank you so much for that, for those milestones, and for all the support over that year. It's been amazing. I honestly really appreciate it. And for the people that are out there, all those financial support that people give to me, I keep aside. I will use it to improve the channel. One of the main things I did with it for now is buying a new microphone. It's been a while since I actually bought it, but it definitely improved the channel dramatically, if you ask me. And then the last person to join our little group of supporters is Rico. Rico is the most recent supporter. He's a YouTube member, so if you go down in the comment section, you might see his name and his little loyalty badge, which is a nice little bone besides his name. And he has some access to some custom emojis, so maybe he will spam them in the chat or in the comment section one day. We will see. But if you are interested in joining yourself, you can always take a look at the join button or just go to the link of the Patreon page in the description, and you can take a look at all the reward tiers there. There's different tiers, different rewards for you to get. And yeah, if you're interested in that, just take a look. If you're not, totally fine. I appreciate all the offer support too. That being said, Rico also had a nice backstory, which I will now read. So Rico said he wanted to be a design leader. We couldn't really do that because we have a design team. Otherwise, I would have to wait with adding you, and I don't feel right because you're a channel supporter. So I made you the leader of programming. That was your second choice. Hope that's okay. And it's his resume says Rico has been working as a sales officer in hardware and software for 8 years. After that, he turned to software development, now working for 10 years in programming software. He thinks it's time for the next step at Hipbone Inc., working as a software designer. Well, you're gonna be a programmer, so sorry. We will take the next step maybe later into the series. In those 18 years of work experience, he did not only gain sales and programming skills, also people skills and insights in designing software. Sometimes he can come over quite strong and short-tempered, but that is also short-lived. So thank you so much for that nice little backstory to that. And that being said, these are all the supporters that we are going to add. Of course, if people join up, they will be added in first whenever I get the chance. But this also opens up basically the people that we have right now that aren't named. That opens up the places for the people that are just there in the Discord section. There have been a lot of people already suggesting names. Just a second, I'm going to go back to my recording software. There we go, so I can actually see what we're doing. But yeah, there have been a lot of people already suggesting names, which means that I already have a lot of spots basically taken. I won't be adding them all at once. I think it's nice to have a little spotlight for people that when they join the series, then when we're gonna have a little bit of a basically a story added. A lot of you guys have put in a lot of work actually getting those stories done and coming up with something nice. So I want to give a little spotlight to them. So we're gonna add like 2, 3, maybe 4 maximum every episode whenever we have spots, whenever we have people that want to join. So yeah, I think that would be the best option there. And we can give a little spotlight at the end, at the start of every episode. Why are you not working? Not qualified for active tasks. Well, why not? You can't do art, right? Yeah, okay, you have no specialty in art. Okay, in that case, we're actually going to, because art is already quite up in front. Let's get my music back. Game, don't take away my music every time. But in that case, we can just go in here and see what does pay the most. This is a game, so we have level 2 system audio. I think we all have all that, so it's not going to dev though. It's going to go to design art. There we go. And then you can work on that for a bit. We need a new one anyway, because it's only 8 days left on this one, and we kind of need the passive income. We're still making money though, which is, oh, we're actually making quite a bit of money, even though we have all these people working for us. Doing good. Doing good. Good. We're making even more money now because we have the 2 deals going. Awesome. We're still working on the art for this, so that's good. Let's actually make this a priority so that let's take a priority 5. So whenever they can work on the art, these will work, and the ones that can't work on the art because it's not their specialty or whatever, they will not do it then. Rico, you're sick. Oh no. It always happens when I introduce someone into the series. The next day they're already sick. I don't know why it happens. Maybe it's because I'm a tough boss. It's hard for people to work for me, at least in Software Inc. I think I'm a nice guy in real life, but you know, you guys can be the judge of that. I am not looking forward to reading the comment section of this video, I guess, but no, I think I'm honestly a nice guy in real life, and I kind of understand how people were, what people need to have like a normal work environment. But I've never been a boss or a manager of people, so it's different, of course, when you have to actually also make a profit and make other people, like stakeholders, happy. I think we developed this one because there's no point in really having it anymore. We just work slowly on this one. And when the art is done, all of our developers, all of our designers will go work on this. So it will speed up at that point. I think this is good. I think this is totally fine what we're doing here. At some point, we also have to do a review. So when the art is done, the code will be like around 60-70% probably. Creeper T also sick. No. But when we get that to about that point, we can do a review. And we can then, well, not at the point where the code is 70%, but we will wait until it's above 100 and then do a review. But that means that we have like 30% of the code probably to go when art hits 100%, maybe even more than that. And then all that time that code is still working up to 100%, they can work on this, only on this. Does that make sense? It sounded like logical in my head, but it came out a bit weird. I hope you guys can make sense of that. I think you guys are smart enough to actually make sense of that. We're at 1.5 million though. We're actually making quite a lot of money, which is insane. I wasn't really expecting that, to be honest, that we would have this budget at a point where we are right now, like trying to get to release this product. But that's mostly also because we're really late with releasing it. I did, gonna be honest here, I did underestimate the time it would take to make this product with a small team. Simply because I didn't really expected that much of a debuff on speed by having not enough skills available. But knowing that, I still think that the setup was good. I would have probably changed some of the specialties that we have in our starting character, like we probably would have started off with the multitasking instead of the socialization. But I love socialization, and whenever you hire one person, it immediately becomes important to have socialization skills, because it will keep them much happier and less stressed, basically. I don't really care about their happiness. Well, that sounds really bad, but I don't really care about their happiness in the game. I care about them not being stressed, because if they're stressed, they will basically not do anything, which really sucks. I do still think that the stress is a bit too much of a thing in this game. It can actually break down your entire chain of product making, especially if you use like things like project management and you have used huge teams and you don't really min-max your teams as much. It will break down quite easily if you miss something in the stress factors. I can be trained though. I mean, we have 2 points left. We could go HR. Or we could go this. Sorry, I don't think this is worth it, so let's just go HR. If at some point we want to automate it, I can, at least. Not sure if I actually want to do that, though. I will only do that at the point where I'm actually absolutely certain that the team is ready in the way that I want it to be. So the team actually needs to be the right size. So we won't even do it when we're in this building, because there's no point in doing that in this building. So art almost done, 96%. That's pretty good. If we can finish that up, we can work on a design deal, making sure that that also is finished. Because I think, well, we're doing good on that. And the longest part is 2D normally. So because of our guy that's working on it, this guy over here, he's the one working on it right now. Yeah, because of him, 2D is already like most progressed from all the categories. So that also means that we have an easier time of getting the audio and system up, especially system. I think they all have system skills, so it should be easy to just get those up there. And a little bit of audio skill that we need, it's totally fine. We got that. We got this. No worries whatsoever. There we go. 98% art. Please get to the 100% quickly. We kind of need you. Getting a lot of deals in, by the way. I'm just basically clicking it away because I don't like the little notification there. I just need to click it, you know? It's shiny, it's calling me. I just need to click it. The same thing with this, if someone can be educated, I should say, as we call it on the channel. 99%, I said about 70%, maybe even less, but actually code is going quite quickly. The last little bit of art is probably a bit harder to do, apparently. We're almost there. And they will automatically jump over to the design of the game. I do think we have to think about what we're doing next, because it could be worth it to just stay in audio tools. We will probably make another audio tool after this, because it just doesn't make sense to start working on another market if we put so much time into this. Especially if it's a decent product and people like it, then it's definitely worth it to just go for another one straight away. If people don't like it, it doesn't really matter. We can go into a new market, maybe even better to go into a new market. Although I don't think you can actually have a negative reputation in a market in this game. Like, you can't have it like here where normally the hearts would pop up. You can't have a negative there, but I don't think you can go below 0. Like, maybe in the background you can, like on invisible like stats. Maybe you can actually make a product so bad that people actually don't like you in a certain product market. Because this is basically just they don't know you when the hearts are low. And they will go lower whenever you do bad stuff with your products and stuff, but they can't go below 0, at least not visibly. That's another good thing, actually. If someone knows that, leave a comment. I'm actually curious about that. Can you? Is there like a hidden stat? Maybe that you can actually find it out if you go into the game files and stuff. But I don't know much about doing that, so I will not take the risk. I already had one of my save games break for a YouTube series, so I don't want to go in there and then break another one. Wouldn't be good. Wouldn't be good. Especially since the last season we also had to kind of stop because of the mod causing issues. Yeah, this is actually going great. We have 100% art for a while now. The coding is actually going pretty okay, fast enough, I would say. And then we also have the time now to work on the game design, which is very, very nice to have. So that means that we're doing great, actually. We're making decent progress in everything that I want to make decent progress at that point. But again, it's a slow game right now. It's slow, but whenever we get our first like big investments done, I'm actually thinking about this. Maybe it would even be faster to just work for the design deals, get a load of design deals in, and at that point start working and hiring. Oh, we need some maintenance. But start, basically get a load of design deals in, not work on a product whatsoever from the start. Just not work on products, just work on design deals and contract work, and start hiring more and more people, training them up for this difficulty then specifically. Training them up so that you have enough skill to actually make a product fast, and also with good quality. And then just start your first product in like the 1990s. Just start designing it then. Because then you're sort of guaranteed that you have a good setup, you have a team that's capable of making a good product in a decent amount of time. And then you can actually start thinking about, you know, the things that are normal in the game. Like, if you can have a product fast enough, you don't really have to worry about the time you take. You can just basically go easy. But now we kind of have to. Can we actually find back whenever we set this up? Because it wasn't the first episode that we set this up. Project details. Yeah, we started in 1982. Yeah, that's a long time ago. There's a good chance. Well, these are probably not even working, this operating system. This is probably not even one person on there. We can actually check that. Operating systems. Frame X3 it was. Yeah, here you go. Frame X3. Still 6,000 people. Well, we could sell at least to 6,000 people, because no way there's going to be another audio tool that's coming out and is still in that system. We're getting close to actually finishing it though. That's good. That's good news. Also means that we can sit back and relax a bit. We need our new designer, by the way. This guy worked with it. He needs to be trained in system at least so that he can do a bit more, because he's just sitting there and doing nothing right now. Because all of his 2D stuff is also done now. So he can't do the system, he can't do the audio. We need to train him because there's more to the audio tool too than 2D, but we really needed the 2D. But a lot of people are now sitting still and doing nothing because it's specialty work now that we're doing. And we have specialists, but not all in the same area. Not yet. That's another reason why you could maybe go for like the long run, just doing design deals and then contract work and then slowly hiring the entire team. I think that would actually in the end be faster with our product, and probably even better, because we start a product and actually finish it in a normal amount of time. Although to be fair, when you started the product, it said it would take like several years to finish, and that mostly means that it's above 4 or 5 years. I think it even said for approximately 4 or 5 years, and we're taking this is the start of our 6th year now working on it. I think when did we start on it? It was May, so almost 6 years in development, but it's almost done. And then we do a review, and then we do the we see how good it is. I don't think we're gonna put in all the effort to make it outstanding. I don't think we have the time for that in this case, so we might have to settle for great or even good. I don't want to make a mediocre product though, but I don't think it will be mediocre with the design that we had and with just finishing it up. It shouldn't be mediocre, but it's definitely a worry right now that I will lose my outstanding streak. We've had so many outstanding products in a row. Although project management kind of cancelled that in one of the other series a bit, but I mean, product management is a bit iffy in this game. There's just not enough information in project management to actually set up a project like the way you want it to. You have the sliders and everything, but there's not enough information, there's not enough influence to actually set up the product, in my eyes at least, correctly and like fully capable. Yeah, I think that should be something that definitely should be improved upon, the project management area. I mean, if you take a look at it, I mean, you get all these options, but it doesn't, really fully explain into a lot of detail what everything is. Now, probably you could just take a tutorial and it would probably do that. But even then, it's kind of, some things are hard to explain, even to like more veteran players. I even know players that have played like 200 hours of this game don't even know how this actually works. And a lot of it's also invisible. I mean, development time. I mean, it's you can read it and you can kind of see, but there's no like information on how. It's basically just you trying out stuff and hoping that you hit the right point, basically. And I know that's kind of the point of this, but a little bit more information on what this is based, could be nice, or an estimate. Give an estimate. That would be nice, so that especially newer players can start looking into project management, because project management is, when you're going for a longer game, it's kind of an integral part, because you don't want to min-max every product that you're working on. Although some people do that. I do that sometimes. It can definitely be done. Oh, we are actually getting closer to... Oh, we will easily get this, but I mean, it is getting kind of close there. The problem now is that our programming, code was going quite fast, but now we only have one specialist in the area that we needed to. So we're kind of done with that. So here we go. So what we will do, you know what? We don't have much else to do here, so let's take another design deal. Preferably one that has a lot of time in there. So 1990, I mean, not really. It's both 1990. Okay, let's take a smaller one then. Can we have like a longer one? No, not really. I mean, we could probably do this. This is an easy one for antivirus. It doesn't pay off much, but again, at this point, I'm not worried about the money. At this point, it's just to keep our people busy and hopefully to train this guy up so that we can give him a skill in a star in system, so he can start working on the simple system features too. And the fact that we're making some extra money, it is nice. I'm not gonna lie, but it's not needed at this point. So, but I'm gonna leave you guys here at this cliffhanger. Because I don't have much more time to record today, so I actually have to stop it. Normally I would just end it to the 100%, but I think it's gonna take just a little bit too long. So that being said, if you have liked the video, then please make sure to leave a like, click the like button, and subscribe if you haven't, and also share the videos. It really means a lot if you would do, and it really helps out the channel a lot if you do. That being said, as always, I've been Hipbone, you've been yourself. Thanks for being awesome, and thanks for watching.